When you think of Brazil, what comes to mind? Maybe the fiery passion of soccer, the rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee, or the endless expanse of the Amazon rainforest. A place where survival is a daily battle in the largest ecosystem on Earth. But hidden about 20 miles off the coast of São Paulo lies a place even more terrifying than the Amazon itself. From afar, it looks like paradise. A lush green island rising from the deep blue Atlantic, as if inviting travelers to come closer. But the moment you set foot there, that illusion shatters. This is home to nearly 400,000 venomous snakes, where every single step could be your last. Welcome to Snake Island, the deadliest snake habitat on the planet. Today, Chaos Travel will take you inside this forbidden island, a place where beauty and death are separated by only a few steps. We'll discover why its snakes have venom up to 5 times more powerful than their mainland relatives. Hear chilling stories of those who dared to set foot here, and explore the strange legends surrounding it. If you love journeys to places that are as breathtaking as they are spine-chilling, make sure to subscribe to Chaos Travel, turn on the notification bell, and join us for an adventure you'll never forget. The deadly beauty of Snake Island. From the deck of a boat, Snake Island appears as a solitary patch of green in the deep blue waters of the Atlantic Ocean. It's only about 110 acres in size, tiny compared to the vast sea, yet it hides a secret so chilling that just hearing about it can make your skin crawl. Its real name is Ilha da Queimada Grande, a long, tricky name for most visitors to pronounce. Locals often shorten it to Queimada Island, but to the rest of the world, the simpler name Snake Island instantly evokes fear. The word Queimada means burnt, a reference to an old story. Fishermen once tried to claim the island by burning away the coastal forest to drive out wild animals. But what they didn't realize was that the island's true rulers, venomous snakes, were not so easily driven away. And so the island earned an even more chilling nickname, the Island of Snakes. Or for those with a taste for drama, the Island of Death. The Kingdom of the Golden Lancehead. Snake Island is the only place on Earth where you can find the golden lancehead viper, a species found nowhere else. These snakes have lived and evolved here for thousands of years, completely cut off from the mainland. They're stunning, with scales in a golden hue that stands out against the lush green forest. But they're also terrifying. Their venom is up to 5 times more potent than that of their relatives on the mainland. An adaptation to their primary prey, migratory birds. When a bird lands to rest, the snake must strike and kill it almost instantly before it takes flight again. This harsh necessity has turned their venom into one of the most lethal toxins in the animal kingdom. A single bite can cause muscle tissue necrosis, dissolve skin, trigger internal bleeding, lead to kidney failure, and without rapid medical treatment, almost certainly death. People say that on Snake Island, if you're bitten, you only have 3 steps before you collapse. A terrifying density. Some stories claim that the island has 1 snake per square meter. That number is probably exaggerated, but even biologists who've set foot there admit, walk just a few steps, and you're almost guaranteed to encounter a golden lancehead. And that's not counting other venomous snakes that also inhabit the island. With conditions like this, it's no wonder that Snake Island is off-limits to tourists. The Brazilian government strictly bans anyone from going ashore except for the Navy, researchers, or documentary crews with special permits, and always accompanied by a doctor. A paradise no one dares to touch. Ironically, from a distance, Snake Island looks like a tropical postcard. Lush jungle, rugged rocky shores, and waves gently crashing in the background. But that beauty is only to be admired from afar. The closer you get, the heavier the air feels. There's no sign of human life, just the sound of the wind, the sea, and every now and then, a faint rustle in the undergrowth. A reminder that you are far from alone. Why Snake Island became a serpent's hell. Over 11,000 years ago, rising sea levels submerged the land bridge that once connected this island to mainland Brazil. From that moment on, every creature left behind was trapped in complete isolation, surrounded by the ocean. With no natural predators and few large mammals, snakes quickly rose to the top of the food chain, spreading into every corner of the island, from the dense jungle floor to the steep coastal cliffs. Over time, the harsh environment forced them to adapt. Their main food source became migratory birds, brief visitors stopping to rest mid-journey. This meant the snakes had to evolve incredibly potent venom to kill their prey almost instantly before it could fly away. That relentless evolutionary pressure gave birth to the golden lancehead's lethal bite, powerful enough to end the life of its prey or a human in mere moments. Chilling tales. Brazilians often share two haunting stories that make Snake Island even more infamous. The first tells of a fisherman who, during a trip at sea, stopped on the island to pick fruit and catch some fish. Unfortunately, he was bitten by a snake. In a panic, he scrambled back onto his boat, trying to make it to the mainland. But the venom spread faster than his escape. Days later, his body was found on the boat, lying lifeless in a pool of blood. The second story dates back to the early 20th century, when the island still had a lone lighthouse. The lighthouse keeper lived there with his family until one fateful night. Snakes slipped into their home, and in the darkness, they struck. By morning, the entire family was dead. No one has ever dared to live on the island since, and the lighthouse remains abandoned. Whether these tales are fact or folklore, they're enough to cement Snake Island's reputation as the Island of Death. The pirate treasure legend. Beyond tragedy, there's another tale whispered among local fishermen. According to legend, centuries ago, pirates used the island to hide their treasure. To guard it, they supposedly released thousands of venomous snakes, creating a living wall of defense. No concrete evidence has ever been found, but the story still lingers like a mystery. And if the treasure really does exist, the pirates who buried it would face the same nightmare as any intruder: the merciless golden lancehead. The truth is even scarier. The reality is that snakes didn't need pirates to multiply. With no natural enemies, a dense jungle to hide in, and cliffs to perch on, they thrived. Migratory birds became easy but unpredictable prey, pushing the snakes to develop even more lethal venom to ensure a kill every time. The result? Snake Island has become a true serpent kingdom. A place where humans have no safe place to stand, hunting in the shadows. On Snake Island, the golden lancehead vipers don't just slither across the ground. They climb trees, hide in rocky crevices high above the forest floor, and wait silently on branches where migratory birds often land. When the moment is right, they strike like lightning, sinking their fangs into their prey and injecting venom powerful enough to stop a heartbeat within seconds. Because food is scarce, their venom has evolved to become incredibly potent, not only paralyzing prey but also destroying muscle tissue and organs almost immediately. For humans, one bite turns into a race against time, and the clock runs out frighteningly fast. This ability to kill before the prey can react has made the golden lancehead one of the most dangerous snakes on the planet. More dangerous every generation. What's even more unsettling is that the snakes on Snake Island aren't just maintaining this deadly power, they're becoming more dangerous over time. In such an isolated environment with no predators and intense natural selection, only the strongest and most venomous survive and reproduce. Each new generation carries an even more refined and lethal toxin, ensuring that the island's serpents remain at the top of the danger scale. A forbidden zone. The Brazilian government knows just how deadly this island is, which is why it enforces a strict no-entry policy for residents and tourists alike. The only exceptions are naval patrols securing the area, scientists conducting research on the ecosystem, and the Golden Lancehead documentary crews, or photographers with special permits. Even then, every authorized visit comes with rigorous safety measures: full protective clothing, snake-proof boots, anti-venom kits, and a medical doctor on standby. One wrong step or moment of carelessness could cost a life. A scientific treasure. Despite the danger, Snake Island holds immense scientific value. It's the only place on Earth that preserves the golden lancehead viper in its natural habitat. The venom, feared in the wild, is also a treasure for medical research. Scientists are exploring ways to use compounds from the venom to develop blood thinners, treat heart disease, and even fight certain types of cancer. In this way, Snake Island is both a death trap for the unprepared and a biological goldmine for science, a paradox that only adds to its mystique. The serpent. As a symbol of life around the world, the symbol of medicine is often a snake coiled around a staff, while the symbol of pharmacy shows a snake poised over a cup. These emblems have existed for thousands of years, sparking debates about their origins and significance. An ancient Greek legend. According to Greek mythology, Asclepius, the son of Apollo, was revered as the father of medicine. One day, while on his way to visit a friend, he encountered a snake crossing his path. Asclepius struck it down with his staff. But then another snake appeared, carrying a sprig of herbs in its mouth. It placed the herbs on the dead snake, bringing it back to life. Witnessing this miracle, Asclepius realized that nature held the secrets to healing. He began searching for and studying medicinal plants to treat human illnesses. In his honor, the Greeks depicted him holding a staff with a snake coiled around it, an image that became the enduring emblem of medicine. The pharmacy symbol, a snake poised to drip venom into a cup, is seen as a metaphor that medicine and poison are separated only by dosage, and that even from deadly venom, life-saving remedies can emerge. A deeper meaning. In the story of Snake Island, snakes are the embodiment of danger and death. But in medical symbolism, they represent healing and rebirth, much like a snake shedding its skin for a new life. It's a reminder that even in the most dangerous places, there can be immense value and knowledge for humanity. Snake Island, then, is not just a serpent's hell, but also proof that nature, no matter how lethal, can offer gifts beyond measure. And so, we've set foot, at least through the screen, on the most dangerous island in the world. A place beautiful enough to lure you in, yet deadly enough to take your life in just a few steps. Snake Island shows us how thin the line is between life and death, and that sometimes, what's most dangerous can also hold the greatest potential. If you enjoyed today's journey, be sure to subscribe to Chaos Travel, turn on the notification bell so you never miss another adventure, and share this story with friends. We have many more destinations ahead, some breathtaking, some spine-chilling, but all unforgettable.